Hello ladies, welcome to the May program. So these are the demo videos where I show you every workout, break down every exercise, give you any substitutions, modifications, tips, tricks, anything I can think of that go along with the exercises and the workouts will be in these videos, okay? So I'm going to go by day. I'm going to tell you what the workout is. I'm going to do a quick demonstration of each of the exercises, and then I'm going to break down every single exercise and show you the form and anything I can think of about that exercise, okay? So if you know something, feel free to just watch like the first little bit and then you can start, or skip through to just ones that you don't recognize. However you want to do it, it's up to you. So we are on Monday, May 1st, and we have a lower body workout. So we only have one part to this workout, and it is 5, 6, or 7 rounds, which is your choice. So you're going to choose how many rounds that you're going to do. We're all doing 10 single leg elevated bridges. Per means per side, per leg, per arm. 10 weighted squats with alternating step back, 10 forward lunges with a pulse per, and 20 calf raises. All right, so single leg elevated bridges. I don't know if my chair is in the frame. There we go. So you want to make sure anytime you do something with a chair, where you're like pressing on it with your feet, that it is up against something. I had to move mine away from the wall so it could fit, but you want to make sure that it's not going to slip out from under you. Mine is moving. Okay. Weighted squat with alternating step back. Forward lunges with a pulse. And calf raises, which I'll just show you standing, but I am gonna drag my camera over to my stairs today to show the calf raise. Okay, single leg elevated bridges. So I'm going to so I have my bench here. So instead of moving my camera, I'm going to just add my bench in front. That's better. Okay, so you're gonna lay on your back and you're going to pick any kind of height. So if you have a chair or a couch, anything, or you do have a bench. So you're just gonna put one leg on it, the other leg off, lay back, and you're just gonna lift your hips and your butt up to the ceiling, okay? So lift way up, down. Lift, so you wanna squeeze your butt, down. Lift, down, and then you're gonna switch legs. Squeeze, down. Squeeze, down. So notice I pause for a little bit at the top. I don't just go, okay? I go up, and then I hold, and then I come down, all right? So you're isolating essentially your hamstring and your butt cheek on the leg that is on the bench, okay? That's the leg that's doing the work. If that is too much for you, you can break it down to a non-elevated, where you're just laying on the ground, doing the same thing. Lay on the ground, lift one leg. Sorry, this shirt gets really annoying. Lift one leg off of the ground, or foot. Okay. Weighted squat with alternating step back. So you can of course do this with no weight. If you do hold a weight, I usually hold it like a goblet style, which is like this. So I hold the top of the dumbbell, and you're going to squat. Then you're gonna take a diagonal step back. So now my feet are almost like this. So my toes are pointing out, so I'm almost in like a sumo squat, or you can hold it the long way. Like this weight is light enough where I can hold it comfortably the long way. If it was heavier, I'd hold it this way. Squat, that's one. Return, squat, alternate, diagonal back, step the other way, squat, that's 2. Squat, step back is 3, squat, step back is 4. So just to break down what we're doing. When you do your regular squat, your feet should be pointing forward, or your toes, or slightly out. but not by much, okay? And the width should be shoulder width or a little bit more. Anything within shoulder width is considered narrow, okay? So you want shoulder width or a little bit more. When you sink down, you wanna think about sinking into the heels of your feet and your butt going toward the ground, okay? So I sink down. I don't wanna be up on my toes like this or wobbly. I want all of my weight to shift backward to the heels of my feet, and my butt is going toward the ground, and I'm trying to keep my upper body up, okay? So this is what it looks like from the side. That's what your basic squat will look like from the side, okay? So the weight is in the heels, my butt is dropping toward the ground, my back is staying fairly upright. I'm not folding way down like this, or I'm not arching my back. I'm just trying to keep my spine neutral, sink down and up, okay? When you do your step back, so you do your regular squat, and then you're gonna step back, kind of diagonal back. So now I'm facing this way. So I go from forward facing to kind of diagonal facing. And now again, my feet are now open like this. So that turns it into like a sumo squat. Squat down, return, that's one. So once forward, once to the side is one, okay? Now you wanna make sure that when you return back forward, that you're in a good position to squat again. If you're not, you need to readjust your feet. So if I go here, and then I come here, and then say I step in really too close like this, I don't wanna do that as a squat, okay? That's not good form. So I'm gonna make sure I'm back to where I wanna be, squat, step out, make sure I'm where I wanna be, step out, okay? So always make sure that you're paying attention to where your feet are, and if you have to stop to adjust, that's fine. And again, you can do it with no weight or with weight. Forward lunges with a pulse. So I'm just gonna talk about the lunge first and then how you add your pulse. And again, you can add weight to this. If you did add weight, I would suggest holding a dumbbell in each hand, or you can do it with no weight. So your lunge looks like this, okay? So you're gonna step forward. This goes for reverse lunges as well, but we happen to be doing forward lunges. You're gonna step forward. You're gonna make sure that you can see both feet, okay? So I don't wanna step in the same path as my back foot. I wanna have my own path. So I can see both feet. This is what we call railroad instead of tightrope. We want railroad, see both feet. This foot is up on the toe. I'm on the ball of my foot. I'm gonna sink down 90 degree, and I'm gonna push off this front foot and return back where I was. Okay, this is what it looks like from the side. Notice that my back is not folding down or hunching down. I'm just staying fairly upright, making sure that my shoulders, my hips, my knees, my toes, everything is pointing the direction that I'm stepping, okay? Now your pulse is just a little bounce. So it'll look like this from the front, look like this from the side. All right, so that's all that is. Make sure, see my knees, like lunges always bother my knees, but make sure that when you pulse, you're not slamming your knee into the ground. So whenever you lunge, you should never be slamming your knee into the ground. So when you hit that pulse, it's just a little bounce, okay? And again, with or without weight. And then lastly, calf raises. So I am gonna wheel my thing over to my stairs because I do like to show it how I think is the proper way. So you can do calf raises on the ground like I did show you in the beginning, but the most effective way is going to be where you have a little bit of a height, like a stair, and your heels can hang over the side, okay? So the goal or the point is that your heels are hanging over the side, okay? So I'm gonna have pretty much like the pad of my foot is gonna be on the edge. So my arch is not on the stair, okay? And I'm gonna let my feet sink all the way down. So see how my heels are lower than the stair? And then I'm gonna come up on my tippy toes and squeeze. Sink all the way down past level up and squeeze. Sink down, squeeze. Down, squeeze. Okay, that is the proper way to do your calf raises, because not only are you getting a better range of motion, but you're also able to stretch your calf in the meantime, which is really good because a lot of us don't honestly work out our calves that much unless you're like an avid runner or walker. A lot of the things that we do every day is not gonna do all that much with our calves. Okay, that looks good. So I prefer you to do the stairs. If you can't, or you don't have stairs, or it doesn't work out with the environment that you're in, then you can just do it on the floor like this. But again, my heels are stopping at floor level, so I'm not getting that wide range of motion and I'm not getting that stretch. But also, if you're at a gym and you want to do these and you don't want to use like the calf machine that they have, if you go to like, it's some kind of setup. I can't remember if it's the back of a bench press. One of the like racks, or at least this used to be a long time ago, I used to go to the gym. It used to have a platform, like a metal platform on it, and you could stand on that and like hold on to the rack part and do your calf raises that way. That's what I used to do when I was in a real gym. So if you know what I'm talking about, that is a good way to do it too, because then you can drop below level. So that is Monday the 1st, lower body.